Hi everyone, Adrian from Audio Excellence Canada. This is response video to the Buchardt video that we did. First of all, thank you guys so much for all of your comments, even the ones that were questioning. Not necessarily the ones that were implying things. But anyway, thank you very much for doing that. So I had a real hard time last night sleeping because in the back of my mind, certainly I kept thinking, is it possible that the speakers left the factory defective? Now I don't mean damaged that the original owner damaged them. They certainly didn't sound damaged. The woofers were working fine, the tweeters were working fine, but we have no way of knowing and verifying whether that speaker is or left the factory as the original manufacturer intended for it to sound. So today we're going to buy a new pair of speakers from Buchardt, and this is what we're actually going to do. I'm going to buy a pair. Alex is going to show you in real time us ordering a pair. When it arrives, we will show you that it did arrive. We will do our favorite videos that you love, which is unboxing, right? And then we will upload that video. And then we will start breaking the speakers in for, some people say 300 hours, some people say 100 hours. We'll break it in half and go 150, only because otherwise it'll take forever to do the video. So let's say 150 hours. And then after that, we will listen to it again. And if there are visitors to the store while we are auditioning, we will invite them to listen to the speakers and see what they think without us saying anything. If they're willing to come on camera, we'll film them. If they're not willing to come on camera but still willing to say what they think off camera, we'll just record their sound. And then when it's all done, we will upload that video. However it turns out, if we were wrong, trust me, I really am very, very happy to say we were wrong. That speaker was defective. And my apologies at that time to Buchardt. If we were right, then that's just how it's going to stand. When it's all done, I will sell the speakers. And the money that we get for the speakers, I will donate the money again. So again, we have no skin in the nose. This will be the second pair of speakers that we would have sold, anyway, that's the story behind this video. So now Alex H is going to video Alex D ordering the speakers on my behalf. Okay, here we go. So that's the website, as you guys can see. We're going to order a pair of white just because I like white.
Okay, add to cart, check out. And then I'll be inputting the information.
Continue to shipping.
Free worldwide shipping, continue to payment. And we'll just probably blur this out.
Yeah. Watch my card bounce. That would be funny.
No, that's not going to happen.
Well, it's a brand new card. They just sent that to me a week ago, and I think this is the second time I'm using it.
Pay now?
Yeah. Okay, great. So it says that the order has been received, and we will get a confirmation email of the order shortly. So that will be it for this part of the video. When the speakers arrive, we will shoot the unboxing, as I said, and then we'll upload that video at that point to indicate to everybody that this is what we're going to be doing to satisfy some of your concerns about whether or not the first speaker was defective. All right, Adrian from Audio Excellence. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
A few moments later.
All right, hi everyone, Adrian from Audio Excellence. So this is the continuation of the part that you just watched. As you know, we ordered the speakers Saturday, June the 25th. And they arrived Wednesday the 29th. That was yesterday. So first of all, superb. Kudos to the company. Superb, easy buying experience. I gave my credit card to Alex. Alex typed in the information, and within literally a couple of minutes, process was done, transaction was done. And then since then, over the next 3 or 4 days, I must have received 6 or 7 emails from the factory constantly telling me what the status was, that the order had been processed, the speakers had been shipped, everything. And then in 3 working days, so again, we ordered it on Saturday. I assume they shipped it on Monday from Denmark, and it arrived on Wednesday. That's unbelievable. Great job, guys. You guys have the process down pat. So if any of you guys are thinking about ordering from Buchardt, from my experience, no problems whatsoever. I get an email from UPS saying that I have a shipment coming in and I need to pay the duties. I click pay, paid it, and then I get an email from Buchardt saying, oh, by the way, we pay all the duties as well. So just email them the payment and they will refund the money to me somehow. I haven't had a chance to do that, but again, great job, guys. Wonderful. So we are now going to do your favorite kind of video, which is the unboxing video. Thanks very much to Paul S. You know who you are because you're like our biggest fan when it comes to unboxings, so this one's for you. We'll get to that later. So this is the new one. So this is how we got it, brand new. And of course my knife doesn't work very well. Okay, here we go. Brand spanking new. Okay, manual. This is it. Wow, okay. Let's see what this is. Oh, these are the grills. Okay. Okay, nicely packed. The speakers appear to come in a nice fabric cover. And there we go. So if I were going to be nitpicky, I see some sort of debris on the surface of the waveguide for the tweeter itself. I don't know if that's maybe from the fabric, but anyway, I see that. Otherwise, the speakers appear to be in good condition. So there we go. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so let me unbox the other one, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay. Oh, they even tell you left and right. See? L and R. I'm surprised they didn't just do that on the back of the speaker. And I have a little surprise. This is the pair that we did the original review of. I reached out to the owner. I said, listen, we just got a pair in. I'd love to be able to compare it with the one you bought. Do you mind? And if it turns out that the ones that we just got in are in fact better sounding, you're welcome to exchange them because the period has already passed for your speakers to be able to be returned back to the factory. He says, great, no problem whatsoever. So yesterday Alex went to his house to pick up these speakers, and here they are. So I'm just going to show you what we plan to do in a moment. Okay. Oh, look, a little bug. So when you buy these speakers, the bugs are not included. All right. So I'm just going to take one out. And so this one has already been labeled red. So we know that this one is from the original one. And then we're going to go into our other room and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay. All right. So, as you can see, this is the new pair. This is the original because it has that little orange dot here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to connect the system to both speakers. and I'm going to play a test tone. What I'll do is I'll show you a little thing that we do when we're trying to break speakers in, which is very useful. You guys should consider using it, because the way that we would do it is that by doing this technique, you can break in your speakers at a reasonable or higher level, and yet at the same time the volume that you hear will be quite low. But we're going to show how that works. So we're going to cut it now. I'm going to connect everything up, and then I'll come back. All right, so this is what we do when we're trying to break speakers in. You put the speakers face to face, as close as you can get them. Now, just for the initial test, I'm just going to show you what the differences are when we actually do it correctly. But for now, positive goes to positive, same as the other speaker. And I'm going to play a pink noise, and you're going to hear, well, you're going to hear a little bit because it's face to face right now. I'm going to turn it up a little bit so you can hear a more dramatic difference once we do it. So, because even though they're face to face, you will still hear a pink noise, just a little bit more muffled. Okay. Let me start at the beginning, and here we go.
Pink noise.
Okay, that's what it sounds like when it's normal pink noise. It's just muffled because they're face to face. Now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to reverse one of these leads, and by reversing it, I'm essentially, if the speakers are very similar, they'll cancel each other out, or as much as possible. It won't be a perfect cancellation, just simply because products are not perfectly manufactured to each other. The reason I'm doing this is twofold. One is to show you that if in fact these speakers are very similar, the volume level will drop dramatically. If they're not similar at all, then there'll be very little cancellation. So the level that you heard just now will be very, very similar, maybe even, anyway, it'll be very, very similar. So all that tells us, if you hear the cancellation, is that these two speakers are very similar to each other, and which means that the original speaker that we heard is similar to the ones that we just got in. Now, that's all it tells us. It doesn't tell us that this speaker is not defective. It certainly doesn't tell us that this speaker is not defective. And when I say defective, I don't mean that it's broken. I mean that it is different than the original manufacturer's intent. Both could certainly be made below what the factory intended it to be. That I have no way of knowing. All this does is indicate to us whether they are similar to each other. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so you shouldn't do this, but I am a seasoned expert, so I'm going to do this. Oh, by the way, Alex, maybe come around here and just verify that on the other side, everything is connected the way that they should be. So again, positive, negative, and come around this side, positive, negative. Okay, so they're connected the same way. So now, again, do not do this. If you're going to do this, make sure you turn off the amplifier first. But I'm lazy. Okay, so what I've done is I've reversed the phase. So now positive goes to negative and negative goes to positive. All right? And again, I'm going to start at the beginning. I haven't touched the volume control. That was the reason why I didn't want to turn it off, so that you don't think that I've adjusted the volume. And what Alex will do is later he'll splice in again the original sound versus the new sound, so you can hear the contrast for yourself. Again, starting from the beginning, haven't touched the volume.
Pink noise.
So you'll notice that
Pink noise. Pink noise.
So you'll notice that the character of the sound has changed very dramatically. It doesn't have the fullness, it doesn't have the heaviness of the voice and so on, and mostly what you hear is the high frequency. And part of that is because the tweeters are farther apart from each other. Part of it might be also due to manufacturing variances and so on and so forth. But for all intents and purposes, they do cancel a significant amount, which means that these two speakers are quite close to each other. Again, just for verification, I'm going to do it in real time. I'm going to switch over again to the way it was before. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start again, same volume. And Alex, if you want to come close just so you hear everything.
Pink noise.
Okay, so hopefully that demonstrates what I was trying to say. It appears that these two speakers are quite close to each other and that they did cancel when we put them face to face. So this is all we're going to do at this point. We're going to now bring these speakers to one of our offices in the back. I'm going to hook them up in reverse phase, like in opposite phase as I did earlier. We're going to break them in for about 150 hours. Yes, I know some of you said 300 hours, some of you said 500 hours. I can't take the time to break for that long. I just want to be able to break them in long enough so that if there's any changes or improvements at all, we're going to give it the best possible chance for it. And then we're going to listen to it. So 150 hours, roughly about a week from now. So, and then at which point we're going to listen to it again. We're going to use the same stands as we did originally, which is about 24 inches off the ground. And then we'll also have them on higher stands. So these are 28 inches. Some of you said, no, you got to have them on 28-inch stands. When, I hadn't known that you should use much higher stands. If that was the case and I made a mistake, I apologize. Having said that, I went to the factory's website, and the factory website, they sell their own speaker stands, and the speaker stands are approximately 25 inches. So 24 inches is what we use, 25 inches what the factory sells. This is 28 inches. So we're going to break them in. We're going to re-listen to it again on regular stands and then on taller stands. We'll try it also, if we get a chance, in one other room just to see what it sounds like. And then we'll give you our impressions again. So hopefully this has been helpful. Hopefully this puts to bed the fact that we're trying to slam the company, which we absolutely were not. And if the owner of the old speakers chooses to keep the new ones, then we will take the old ones back and then we will sell them. If he decides not to, we'll either return the speakers back to Buchardt and I'll take the money and donate it to charity. All right, we'll see you again next time. Take care, bye-bye.